Hey guys, what's going on? It is Ash here coming at you today playing a little Clash Royale. This is a much requested video. You guys keep asking to do an all legendary deck on the developer build, and that's what I'm going to do today. So all legendaries plus one random card, but in the meanwhile, I do want to talk to you guys throughout this episode about the future of my channel in regards to Clash Royale. So if you saw that poll I just flashed up on the screen, I did a Twitter poll. Almost 1,000 of you guys voted. If you don't follow me on Twitter, it's really the best way to interact and get in touch with me and to gloat when you beat me in Clash Royale as well. You can feel free to do that. But basically the gist of it is I'm thinking about maybe changing my Royale format to the most of my videos just covering like trends in different arenas, not always the top 100 players, but you know, just covering trends in decks and meta strategy and really gauging towards a real more strategic and daily up-to-date trends in the game in terms of cards and decks that are being played a lot with success. So if you guys like that idea, let me know in the comments below. If you have any ideas about how I can maybe compound that into something a little bit even more interesting, maybe watch a few decks that people are using that I see a lot in TV Royale and then try them out on my own, something like that, or maybe something a little bit even more complex would be totally cool with me. I'm interested to hear what your ideas are. If you comment today in today's video, I'll be sure to read and even respond to all the comments I can. So I want your feedback. I'm also curious to hear about your feedback during this entire sneak peek process. I think this is my third sneak peek update with Clash Royale. I've been here since day one, really, which is pretty cool. I was in the very first YouTuber tournament, I played the beta, and a lot of fun, and it's cool to see how much the game has grown since my very first video on Clash Royale, which is kind of comical if you want to go back and watch. I'll go ahead and link that in the description in case you guys are interested. Actually, my very first video announcing that I would be covering Clash Royale was easily my most hated video I've ever made. I got the most dislikes and the most hate in comments on that, so maybe I'll link that one, and you guys can go ahead and read back how people were very negative on me covering another Supercell game, and I'm happy I did in the long run, because it's a lot of fun, and I have high hopes for Clash Royale now that tournaments have entered the game. I was feeling a little bit burnt out for a while there on Clash Royale because, you know, trophy pushing every single day isn't the most entertaining thing in the entire world, but now that the tournaments have entered the game, I have a new breath of fresh air, so to speak, for the game, so I can't wait to see those live in-game. By the way, guys, Wednesday, I'll be streaming a big tournament, talking like 100,000 gem tournament on, so that's like over over $800, I should say. So really excited to do that. So make sure you're there. It's on Mob Crush. I'll go ahead and link that in the description below. Geez, I'm linking a lot of stuff in the description, requiring a lot of reading in today's episode, and I am not paying any attention in this match. I really let things get away from me here with the two Sparkies. Let's try to devote our attention to this match instead of just talking about random nonsense, including update in channels. So let's go ahead and play another match here. Let's swap out some cards this time and try to do some better work here. I want to go with no Zap Spell, because what's Zap Spell going to do against these legendaries? Why do you even bring Zap Spell? I mean, I love Zap Spell, don't get me wrong, but when you're playing an all-legendary deck, you want like a Minion Horde, something that can counter the Sparky, namely. Sparky's totally dominating. So let's, in the second half of today's video, really just concentrate. Make sure I get my guy up to tournament level standards. Okay, we're good here. Why not just add him to 10? Okay, now we're ready for match 2. Let's see if Ben Tim knows what hit him here. So I have my Lumberjack, I have my Lava Hound. I'm going to start out with the Lava Hound, because if you're not going to start out with the Lava Hound with no Elixir Pump, then I don't know when you're going to play him. Maybe in the last minute of the match, but hefty price on the Lava Hound. I'm still not a huge fan of the Lava Hound, although I'm starting to come around a little bit. I've tried him out in a few decks. He's all right. He's all right. But you know what? If the opponent has the counters for the Lava Hound and they know how to counter him, they have the patience to, I think he's a pretty easy card to counter. Very slow moving, obviously great at distracting units, but I think I'd still prefer, you know, if I was going to go with an air deck, I think I'd still prefer like a Baby Dragon Balloon over the Lava Hound deck. But you know what? I haven't played a ton of him to really get a great answer to that. So let's try to avenge our loss here. Now, this is what I'm talking about with the Lava Hound. Lava Hound Minion Horde. The Minion Horde already proving to be a good swap for me there, so that's good. I get the Lumberjack and the Log in my cards right now, so what one do I want to use here? Maybe I'll do Minor, Lumberjack, Log. Let's log the Lumberjack. Let's log the Lumberjack, guys. Let's see if the pushback works against the Lumberjack. Yeah, it does. So currently the pushback on the log seems to work against everything except for Giant, Royal Giant, and Skeleton and Golem. Or P.E.K.K.A. But I believe, yeah, I'm not sure if that might be changing. We'll have to see. We'll have to see, because I think that pushback effect is really valuable for the log. If it doesn't have that effect, it's not quite as powerful as it could be, I think. But it will really depend on. We'll have to see what Supercell does there. If they keep it the same or if they change it. So right now you can see. We're looking pretty good, but we get a little sloppy. Too much log play in the left lane. I don't know if that sounds right. But he takes out my princess. I do absolutely nothing with my log again. I think I've been doing too much talk with you guys this episode. I didn't intend it to be a referendum on my channel and everything else Clash Royale, but I'm not really paying attention here. Let's try to pay attention with the all-legendary deck. So I think it's going to be a while until I play my own legendary deck. Let's really try to pay attention here in the last minute or so of this match. I want to try to get a win. I don't want to go 0-2 here in my legendary request, viewer request live here. So a log coming at my princess. I might as well log. Now, let's Sparky. Let's Lava Hound. Let's Lava Hound, and then we'll log. So logging a princess is actually a good trade. I mean, it's 2 for 3. It's the same thing as dropping a goblin on the princess in terms of the cost, so I'll take it. And the princess won't target my log, so we'll keep that in mind as well. All right, guys, we're going to go for it here. Let's do Ice Wizard, Lumberjack, and the Lava Hound. That should be great on the right lane there for a nice push towards his King Tower, hopefully. But he has a miner on my King Tower. I need to take down this miner ASAP. I'm going to have to log. I'm going to log this miner and the wizard and the Lumberjack. Oh! Oh! Wow, the log. I was saved by the log on defense. He pushed back that wizard and the Lumberjack, and in the meantime, my Sparky took out his King Tower. Wow, what an ending there to that legendary deck. Wow, I thought he had me there 2-0, but thank God I tied it up. Well, guys, I'm going to end it here. Thanks in advance for all the feedback regarding my channel. I really appreciate it. If you live in the States, have a great holiday. If not, have a great week, guys. Thanks for tuning into my channel as always, and as always, take care, guys.